Hey guys, Ponce here, not on the PBE, but here to discuss new League of Legends content nonetheless. Riot has released some information on Viego, the Ruined King, a character who's been kind of hinted at and mentioned in terms of lore things for a while now. He's finally making it into the game, although not quite yet, just to be clear, he's not currently available for testing on the PBE. Judging how the cycles on the patch cycles on the PBE tend to go, he should be available in about like 2.5, 3-ish weeks if all goes normally, but we'll see. Point is, what we have right now is these abilities, and let's see what that is all about. Also, at the end of this video, I will be showing the trailer that Riot has released in conjunction kind of with this character. He's sort of like the theme of the upcoming season, I guess, so they're kind of tying it in that way. But in any case, his passive, Sovereign's Domination. Viego can temporarily possess enemy champions he helps kill, healing for a portion of their max health during possession. Viego's items, attacks, and non-ultimate abilities become those of his slain enemies, and he gains a free cast of his own ultimate, Heartbreaker. While possessing an enemy, Viego also gets bonus movement speed and moving towards enemy champions. So this is kind of what it looks like here. Let's just turn the volume on. It's going to be loud, so a little bit. So yeah, still going. He's using Senna's abilities now. And he turned back. Alright, so Riot has finally kind of actually released a character that outright becomes the enemy champion. Kind of a, sort of a mechanic people have been speculating. I believe there's something like that in Dota anyway, but Dota has everything. But in any case, that's finally a thing. Sort of a more hardcore committal version of Silas's ult sort of thing. In any case, moving on to that. Oh, and incidentally, there also seems to be a link between the passive and the ult, but we'll discuss that later. Moving on, we have Blade of the Ruined King. Just like the item. Passive. Viego's attacks deal a percentage of the target's current health as bonus damage on hit. When Viego attacks an enemy he recently hit with an ability, the attack strikes twice. The second strike siphons health from the target instead of dealing regular damage, but still applies on-hit effects and can critically strike. This passive is maintained during possession. There's an active to it as well, so when you actually click the ability, Viego stabs forward with his blade, damaging all enemies hit. Alright, well, let's see what this looks like. So passively attacking, doing extra damage, your standard League of Legends thing. And then he uses it as a stab, and then it looks like there was that extra effect at the end. So he's kind of like using all the abilities, or all the aspects of that abilities. So active stab there. Oh wait, no, the active stab was about here, right? Active stab, next attack will be like a double attack Master Yi kind of thing. Ish. Right, so there you have it. Moving on, next, this is his W, Spectral Maw. Viego, well, I guess we may as well watch the video. Let's do it out of order. Charge up. It's basically a Vi punch. As far as I can tell, something very similar. Viego charges up and then dashes forward, hurling a blast of mist that stuns and damages the first enemy hit. Stun duration and mist range increase with charge time. Damage and dash range don't. Oh, it's actually a little bit different. So it's like, it's not literally the Vi charge punch. There is a slight distinction to it. I didn't read that quite as carefully the first time around. All right, so in any case, it looks like the dash distance is going to be shorter than a Vi one. All right, next we are going to the E here. Harrowed Path. Viego spreads a wave of black mist around a nearby wall. While in the mist, Viego becomes camouflaged and gains attack speed and movement speed. So kind of like a weird mix between kind of a Kiana ult and everyone's favorite Akali stealth. Actually, it looks like it's better than Akali stealth because he stays stealth. Whoa, actually I didn't... Because I looked at these obviously before I made this. I didn't actually realize... It appears he just stays stealth or something. Maybe? It's really weird. We'll have to see how that actually functions in-game. But, you know, sometimes these early previews, they don't actually match what happens in-game. So, you know, keep that in mind. Alright, lastly, the ult, as I said, is linked to the passive. R. Heartbreaker. Viego discards any bodies he is currently possessing and teleports forward, attacking the enemy champion in range with the lowest percent health and dealing bonus damage based on their missing health. Other enemies in range are knocked away. Volume on. So you can see what happened there is he, like, killing the person is not the ult. It's a requisite. So he kills the person, goes there, and then he uninhabits the body and then ult. So I think the important takeaway here is, let's quickly go back to the beginning. I'm going to mute this because it's noisy. The important takeaway here is he's just standing there, right? And this is his ult where he slams down like this, and he kills with the ult, meaning he inhabits, and then he uninhabits the Senna body there and uses the ult again. So judging based on the video we have here, you don't actually need to be possessing someone to initially cast the ult. I was kind of wondering if that's a prerequisite, but then I looked a bit more closely. So, but what killing the person does kind of, it like gives you you have to leave that body, but you, as a result, are able to get an ult refresh. A little bit like, kind of like a Pike ult or like a Darius execution, that kind of idea, as far as I can tell. But in any case, that's what we have there. As I mentioned earlier, he's not currently on the PvE, but strong theme for this upcoming League of Legends season, tied in with his character and the mist and, you know, all that Shadow Dial crap. So on that note, let's maybe end this section here and just watch the trailer. I will see you guys around. Thanks for watching. I probably have to go stream something like I usually am. Goodbye.
The housing's loose again. What did you do to this thing?
You'll have it fixed by Mudtown. With currents and wind conditions, we can be there in 3 days. The mist should be leagues from here.
Well, it saved us a trip.
Senna?
Hey, we don't run from darkness.
We light the way.
You don't belong here.
I have crossed through death and ruination to get back to her. Return, my queen.
You will destroy this world.
She is my world.
have to go back for her.
Senna, we can't defeat him alone.